All right, the rest of it's all going to be about noise, okay? Because if you're making noise, I'm not talking. I mean, instead of telling you to walk, I'm just going to walk over there and be quiet. It's just, we're a couple days into it. I want to be everybody to hear what's going on. This is the camp of the Timucua, the Timucuan. Say Timucuan.
Timucuan.
Okay, the Timucuan or the Timucuan controlled. There may not have been a lot of them here right 500 years ago, but a little north. But they're very powerful. At least 15 different major groups of Timucuans or Timucuan on up into the southern part of Georgia and 60 or 70 miles short of Tallahassee. At least 15 different groups. Okay? We didn't live in peace and harmony with each other. Some of us did. It's just like today. People are people. We get along with some of our neighbors. We don't get along with others. I'm going to be showing you some different weapons. They weren't all used against people, but most of them could be. Okay? First, I'm going to go down here, and as I'm talking, I'm going to hand out some items. If this turns into a big gabathon, if you got to talk about it and make a lot of noise, I'm going to take them back. Okay, but if you want to get your hands on some animal parts and some weapon parts, I'm willing to share some of my stuff with you. Okay, you think y'all can do it quietly?
Yes. I can see his hind too.
This is a buffalo jawbone. There used to be thousands of buffalo in Florida. There are no more wild buffalo here. This is a deer leg, but it was turned into a club. That's how easy it can be. These pieces of stone. This is how we bring it from the quarry. It's not finished all the way. Maybe it is if I want to make a tomahawk, or maybe if I want to make it a hoe or an adze, but if I want to make it a spear point or an arrowhead, I'll have to reduce it down. Don't bag these rocks together when you break. This is one that's already finished and I've been using for 20 years. I'm going to show you why it's got a wooden shaft attached to it in just a moment.
It's a brush.
Soft shell turtle. When it was alive, you could bend the shell. Soft shell.
There's something you were telling us.
Fox. Coyote. Raccoon.
No! He just threw it on him. You just threw him over there. Did you get that? Did you get that? Throwing it? Yeah. No. I think I did. Should I end it and see? Should I see it? End it and see?
Okay, we're going to start with spears.
Nope, not end it. Me! I want a spear. You don't end this one.
What do you want it?
Oh!
Okay. So about, y'all know how to count, right?
Yeah.
How many's that?
5.
So that would be a hand. If I said a hand of people, I meant 5 people. If I said hands of people, how many? 10. If I say hands of hands, that's 10 tens. How many?
20.
10 tens.
100.
100. So if I say hands of hands of hands,
30.
100 times 10.
1,000.
So if I say hands of hands of hands of hands, 1,000 times 10.
10,000.
10,000. For over 10,000 years, people have been hunting in Florida. Over 10,000 years ago in Florida, people were hunting really, really large animals. I'm going to just tell you one thing. You guys that are eating this sugar, and you're leaning right over these people, whether you realize it or not, you're throwing chunks of sugar in her hair. So if you're sitting there chewing on stuff, that's not that funny. But I'm telling them that for the same reason, too. If you're sitting and eating over somebody's head, your crumbs are going on their body. Okay, so think about it.
Brandon, why don't you come over here?
And I'm not, it's not, I mean, that's not something they normally know. I'm just trying to tell them.
That's fine.
Kids are kids. We do it anyway.
That's true.
But then we get tore up for it. Okay? So 10, 12,000 years ago, what's the biggest animal on land the people you think were hunting?
Bear.
Bigger than a buffalo.
Dinosaur.
Bigger than a bear. Bear and a buffalo together.
A rhino.
No rhinos that I know of. We had camels. We had horses. We had horses that were so good, we ate them all.
Ew.
Horses started in North America. They started here. Nobody else in the world had horses but North America. And by about 8,000 or 9,000 years ago, they were extinct here. And they went to the other continents. Okay, what about the thing with the tusks? More than one. Elephants. Mammoth. Mastodon. The first spears we had. This is all they were. A fire-hardened stick out of the fire. Oh, yeah. You'd have to be really lucky and have a lot of friends. Then we moved to a complex weapon. Listen to yourself.
Nothing comes around.
All of you. Yelling to each other to be quiet. It's also noise. That weapon, I'm handing one around, okay? Right here, it's called a foreshaft. It's a spear that's been put onto a deer leg bone. The material we use is called sinew. That's what holds your muscles to your bones. You know about using all the parts. Inside the bones, there's a hollow space. It's not hollow, it's full of fat, bone marrow. Drink your milk, eat your vegetables, get strong bones. The most important part of this animal is the fat inside the bones. We turned it into a foreshaft. Now I can plug it into my spear. Why would I do that? Because when I'm going hunting, I don't want to carry 10 of these spears. I want to carry 2 of these spears. I can have 10 of these in my pocket. So now I can carry more food or other weapons. You know, and then when I throw it, it sticks in the animal goes down the trail. Spear falls off, he goes up and lays down, take a nap, hopefully bleed out. I grab up my spear, I pull out another spear point, and I'm ready to hunt again.
I really sleep in this thing.
Okay, the next progression in weapons. You guys like magic?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to show you some magic. Okay, I'm going to make my hand. I'm going to make my hand. You got to watch because it's going to be quick. I'm going to make my hand 15 inches longer. Are you ready?
Wow.
That's it. I made my hand 15 inches longer.
Do it.
Wow.
What do you do? You do it again. I didn't see you.
I'm going to make my hand 15 inches longer.
Grab something with it. Oh, that's
No, I'm going to put this spear on it. It's going to allow me to throw this spear 40 times harder.
I've seen that before.
You don't think that's magic?
That's a sling.
I can throw this. So if I put if I put a stone on the end of it that weighs a half a pound, I'm going to throw it 40 times harder. So when that stone, this spear hits that animal, it's going to feel like a 20-pound rock hitting it. That's magic.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Where did you throw it
That
at?
wasn't the
Over there.
90-mile-an-hour pitch that I'm sure I'm capable of.
It actually
That's spears.
landed all the way over there.
Yes.
Isn't that a sling bow?
What?
I know. Was it that?
That was an addle-addle. Say addle-addle.
You never said that.
You have the bow?
You good at archery?
That's a huge bow.
Am I good at what?
Archery.
Children, I need you to raise your hand if you have a question, but don't raise your hand when he's done presenting.
These little bugs look like ladybugs. You usually don't see them around here. They sting. It's soybeans. They're a little parasite for soybeans. One of them stung me earlier. I got it decoded. Okay, bows are easy. Okay, they've only been around since about 3,000 years, longer than the Spanish have in Florida. Okay, with the animals, finally all the animals, the big animals were gone. They didn't need to carry around all that weight. The bow worked.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going in any more about the bow. You guys can join the YMCA or the Scouts.